Friends, Jai Sri Ram. Question is very simple. Is American democracy a sham? The West always behaves like a big human right advocate and all those things are starting from America, Canada. You talk about UK, all these guys, they have the white man syndrome, in my opinion, and American democracy, is it a sham? Okay, that's a question. And all their buddies, essentially Canada, UK, but let's talk about America and its politicians issue certificate on which country is acting democratically and which is not. Also, America and its politicians issue certificate on which country is abusing minorities, irrespective of having a bismal human rights record. Okay, think about it. We will talk about it. If you are here for the first time watching the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel and click on the notification bell to make sure that you get informed as we come live. American democracy is a sham. Donald Trump's FBI raid says so. Many politicians from both the sides of the aisle talk about it. Okay, Biden says, I don't know anything. I don't know what happened. I'm not very sure what happened. Really, I didn't order anything, he says. But the FBI goes and many of the congressmen from Republican Party are saying they are going to take Republican Party is going to take over the Congress this time, and they say they will be eliminating few of these top officials who went behind Donald Trump. And I liked Donald Trump. I like Donald Trump because I liked India. Okay, and anybody who is standing with India is my friend. Okay, that's my opinion. And Donald Trump not only stood with India, he stood against our enemies like Pakistan too. So that's one of the reasons why I like the guy. But now even I was thinking that he is too old, now his term is over and things like that, and people like me. And guess what? This FBI raid has put the fire in the belly of his supporters to go out and support him. That is for sure. He is going to get a great mileage out of it. But that's not the scope of this, this video. The question is the American democracy a sham? Because very few countries you will see who will go with an arrest warrant like this and do a illegal raid, and he goes on to many times he was made to stand outside. Let's see here what the papers are talking about, what the news magazines are talking about. Many of them are close buddies of Biden, and that's how they don't talk about his son's. His son has a major scandal going on, but nobody will talk about it. Okay, Hunter Biden. But let's talk about it here. Okay, let's go here. See, I'm going to take you here to show you how the newspapers are talking about Donald Trump's FBI raid. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, and Donald Trump clearly says he was provoked. Okay, and he was attacked, not physically, in a political sense. Okay, Trump, DOJ, FBI previously asked for extra lock on document. They told to lock the document, storage rooms they have broken during the raid. So they told him to lock the room with the extra lock, and then they came back and did it. Former President Donald Trump said the Justice Department and Federal Bureau of Investigation asked him to add extra locks on the document storage room, okay, in Mar-a-Lago. And the same room they broke into the raid later. Trump says see here, the early June DOJ, and that's what he is going on to say. And you see, even the people from the other side of the aisle, like Democrats, like Tulsi Gabbard, comes out and blasting, saying these are all the dark times in the nation and its home, currently under siege, raided, and occupied by the large group of FBI. You know, people are upset. You can see it, but the best thing is, and also, what kind of treatment the blacks get in America, right? Many time it's a very very sad story of how the African Americans are getting treated even today as a second class citizens in many occasions. But the worst, the thing is, they will come and give advice to countries like India. See, think about it. If it happened in Russia, what these guys will say? If this happened in Russia, that Putin went after his opponent like this, what America will say? They will do all the propaganda saying, oh, you know what, Putin is a non-democratic dictator who goes after all his opponents, and all their media outlets will say the same thing. And see, you remember this guy Blinken, who came to India and told, oh, you know what, we are very concerned about how India is treating its minorities. They are very scared. Buddy, in your place, how the African Americans are treated, you talk about that first. Okay, many atrocities happen over that, and nobody talks about it. But they come and give the gyan here. I am saying you folks. Yeah. And one more best example of the human rights. Okay, uh, human rights. See, America and its political issues, politicians issue certificate. One of the best example is Canada. To talk about. Remember how they came after the what you call the farmers protest, and then when the protest happened against the vaccination, mandatory vaccination in Canada, how the truckers were attacked and put in jail. Accounts were seized. And you know what, these guys are highly ranked in democracy ladder. You mean if you go and see who are the top 10 democracies in the world, I'm sure you will find America, Canada, Britain, all these guys at the top of it. You know, how come? But what is really happening? Are the blacks in America safe and secured? Are they treated as a equal citizens in the country? How about Canada? Canada, we have done a lot of videos on it. The First Nations who are being attacked and abused, and you find the genocide, unmarked graves in Canada. Now, Pope came and apologized for the sake of it, which Canada said, no, your apology is not going enough distance. We don't want it, kind of thing. We have done videos on it. We'll recommend you to see those videos. We will be meeting those First Nations too, to interview them and see what they really feel on the unmarked graves and many of the atrocities that happen. And again, the protesters of vaccination, anti-vaccines protesters, they were slammed and jailed, and accounts were seized. And now if you see UK, one of the major thing for Rishi Shank, for not may not be making to the cut as a PM, is because of his color. you know he is not certain color. And not only that, let's talk about the human rights. When Queen Victoria, she came to India, people wanted her to apologize in Jallianwala Bagh, folks, where innocent people were killed, innocent children were killed. And she said, no, I am not going to apologize, sorry. And she left. And these people are the uh, light bearers of human rights. you know and think about it. If it happened in India, what happened in America, what the New York Times will write, what their affiliated newspapers like New York Times, like Washington Post will write, if Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, kind of people who are sitting on major scams, if they would have got raided like this at their home. Okay. Means National Herald case is totally different. It was court monitored and it went through the court, everything. But and compare the apple to the apple. Okay. If their homes have been raided like this happened with the FBI raid, what New York Times will say, what Washington Post will say. And I believe, okay, this is my last thought on it, folks. I believe we have to leave the white man syndrome. That is, oh, if the white man says it, it should be right. If the American newspaper says it, oh my God, what we will do now? If the newspaper, Washington Post says it, what will happen to us now? We had to get rid of that mentality, and we have to know who we are and whose we are. And India has been practicing democracy for a long, long time, even under the king's books. If you go and read the history, you will know about it. But I am just appalled how the democracy sham is getting unraveled. It's not me saying it. You are hearing it from some of the top leaders in America. They are saying, you know what, there is no really a democracy in America. Okay. What do you think? Do you think they are qualified to give us the advice, or they don't deserve to give the advice? Do you think we should be worried about what they say, and what they, oh my God, what they will do now, kind of things? Or we should start focusing on minding our own business, ignoring these guys, because they put the democracy chart, they say how big the ladder is, they say who is sitting where, everything is done by them. And they will put those people, in fact, if you go and ask them, they will say Pakistan is top in the democracy level, happy index Sri Lanka is high, and all those things. But let's face it, we should stop worrying about these guys, and we have to focus on our own business, and not getting into the white man syndrome, is my thought. Comment here, what do you think? And we'll love to hear from you. And do you think India and Indians still have to be worried about New York Times and Washington Post, or you think it is time for us to say them take a fly and leave? Comment and share your opinion. We will love to hear from you. And if you are here, make sure you know that Bharat Marg teaches Sanskrit online course for free for all age groups. You can join, and because when there is no Sanskrit or Sanskriti, there is no Desha or Dharma. And you can become a member of Bharat Marg if you want to join hands with us in spreading the Sanatan Dharma. See what are all the things available for you as a benefit, and guess what? You can one family can become a practicing Hindu by when they become a member of Bharat Marg. Check us out, and you can send us a WhatsApp at +16479644790 to get our one dharmic message every day. And it's free. You can get it, and you will love it. And feel free to contact us by WhatsApp anytime for any of your questions, and we will love to be of service to you. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Let's make it happen.